death of John Singleton showed a dramatic shift in the show, the tone. We had a great time jump. But Andre's death in season 3, to me, by far, is the best season of Snowfall. And the reason why I say that is because Andre's death literally is Franklin breaking out of the mode as not only a drug dealer, as not only a known killer, not only a neighborhood thug, but now he's taking on the city on a whole grander scale. Which Snowfall death impacted you the most in this story? Which Snowfall death did I not put in this list? Which death do you think needs more exploration in Behind the Lines? Till next time, King of the Podcast, Casual Gamer, the Contrarian. Tap in, let me know in the comments. We out. I like the character Man-Boy, and I loved what he introduced in Snowfall. But Man-Boy, he was a little bit too greedy. Man-Boy was a little bit too ambitious. Man-Boy always thought that he was 3 steps ahead. But Franklin reminded him, this is the game. Slick, ambition, and greed. Man-Boy wanted to take Franklin out, but the last mistake that Man-Boy made was thinking that he could out-talk his way out of the death sentence that led to the chain reaction of the beef with Scully, of the killing of some of Leon's friends, of the taking over of Compton. Man-Boy made decisions and didn't think about the ramifications down the line, which eventually led to Franklin Alton Saint's death marked a monumental portion in this storytelling of this show. Alton Saint's death actually showed us you can't run from your fate, you can't run from your past. When you make decisions, there are consequences and repercussions. You cannot escape the CIA. Alton thought he could outrun the consequences of exposing Franklin's game, Reed Thompson, the CIA, former Black Panther, so you're already on the radar of the government. But he forgot one thing. Reed Thompson doesn't leave loose ends. He kills everyone off. He closes the door. Reed is a very efficient agent and officer. I will say that. I will give Reed credit. There's a reason why he has the job and he is in charge of the decisions that he makes. When Franklin turned his back on his own father, it was clear. Family didn't matter anymore. It was only about the bag. It was only about the empire. It was only about the money. It was about survival. Charles Darwin's number one thing is self-preservation. And that's what Franklin was on in the latter seasons of Snowfall. As the screen faded to black in Cuba, Alton is talking to Sissy. R.I.P. John Singleton, first and foremost. We cannot have this show without you. It's loosely based off of Freeway Rick Ross, as he said that, and it has been mentioned online in many forums. Andre wasn't just a cop. He was a father. He was a man who saw his community being destroyed, and he wanted to stop it. That gunshot didn't just kill Kevin. This was a moment in time. This was a time stamp, as we call it, extraditional moment of energy, of innocence. Franklin killed off the last piece of innocence he had left. From this moment on, he wasn't just dealing drugs. He just wasn't a liaison to the CIA. He just wasn't a liaison to a gun runner. He was a killer playing for keeps. Snowfall showed us the rise of crack cocaine in LA and the cost of power when the streets and the system both have their hand in your fate. Today in this video, we are going to break down the most unforgettable deaths in Snowfall and the moments that defined the war that Franklin and his empire rose to and eventually fell and succumbed to.